order to make all these little cuts that I have, I used my razor tool, or my cut tool, is how I think of it, because it's the C letter on your keyboard, not Command C. That's copy. Just regular C on the keyboard, and it gives us this razor tool. And then if I want to change that razor tool back to my selector tool, I go to V, just plain letter V, and I delete that. Okay, that's depending on how I have my um, selections made for these rows. Gosh, I know there's better words for this, but this is a row right here, okay, of a line in the sequence. There's one for the video, there's one for the audio. There's actually multiple for the video. And as you start to use like more text, more overlays with graphics and various things, you may end up having a sequence that goes up 5 or 6 stories with this. So this is just simple right now to have really just two layers of video. Anyhow, where was I? Okay, so in order to cut things, that's your very most basic editing tool, is the razor. What you'll find is you generally need to either keep things the same. How do I want to say this? You'll want to keep your other clips together and insert something. Let's say that happens pretty frequently. So in that case, I'm going to show you the life-saving virtues of the Track Select Forward tool. And that's this one right here. It just looks like a couple little arrows, doesn't it? I'm going to give myself a little more room to show this. All right. Okay. So the Track Select, is it? It's A. All right. You'll notice whatever I put my little arrows in front of, it's going to select everything and slide it over. I don't necessarily want my music to come with. All right. So let's put the lock on the music. All right. If there was dialogue or if there was other audio with that, the video, I would probably still just lock the music and let it pull the audio, you know, if it's an interview or something, because you want to keep the video and the audio together. The beauty of this tool is it looks like it only goes to the right. It actually, I'm going to put that back together. All right, it actually will pull everything backwards too. Even though it's pointing that way, whichever way you pull it is the way it will go. And that is a very helpful tool. No matter how long your sequence is, it's nice not to have to try and do that manually. It's a big pain. All right, and what else do we want to do? The slip tool. Slip tool is not one that always comes in handy, but it's in a situation where, okay, this is kind of a long clip here. So let's use this. All right, see, I've got my in and out points here, but this clip actually goes way back this way and way forward this way. And I've just selected this little bit of the clip. So I've got my sequence all built, and as I watch it, I think, you know, this is kind of, I wish I had more of the action of him just running. Like maybe I wish it would have started a little bit more in mid-run, all right, just for argument's sake. So I'm going to get that slip tool, and I'm going to click on that clip. Let's see. All right, I'm going to try it again. There's the Y. Okay, why aren't you showing me this? There we go. Okay. Sorry, my computer's old and kind of slow. So what we're seeing here is the end point. Okay, there's 4 clips happening. The top left, obviously the previous clip of the guy on a skateboard. The top right is people doing yoga on the Ganges River. And in the middle are the in point and the out points of the clip that I'm trying to impact with my slip tool. So it's basically as if it's like a little film strip or something, and I'm able to, without changing the length of the clip, change where I begin and end. So let's just do that. All right. So before my little guy was started back here, right? And now you see the in and out points have moved. That's essentially what it's doing. The slip tool moves your in and out points, so you don't have to try and mess with the actual clip itself to find the exact correct length of clip and do it by cutting. You just keep the clip where it is and move the action with the slip. If I don't like something, I'm sure you've done this in other programs, I can Command Z, and I believe this should be right back where it was. That was the original. Goes pretty fast, doesn't it? Yeah. So we had started it around there when we did our slip. Command Z, go back, always good. What else do you want to maybe think about? Okay, if you hit this M button, I have it muted because only I can hear it on these tutorials. So I just happen to mute that button. If you, same with these little eyes, if you want to see something that's like under a layer of, let's do this just for the heck of it. Okay, so you're seeing your guy running and then the people doing yoga, because I stacked the 2 clips. If I wanted to see what was under that, I would just hit that little eye so I don't see it anymore. And we're just going to put it back with Command Z. To save, oh, how could I forget that? It's Command S. The letter S in keyboard world is the snap tool. The snap means it's going to hook, like magnetize to these lines. I might have just undone it, so I'm going to hit S again. And it's going to just kind of, magnetize to the line, so it's easier for you to like place a clip in there if you would want to. It just helps you not have to, be so careful about exactly where you put your cursor. All right, so we've got sequence basically done here. We've got our it's time to get in shape call now. I kind of feel like it should end like that. Here's our out point. I'm going to pull that back to the very end of the clip, right? And Command S, save. And now I'm getting ready to export this bad boy into my project folder. So I'm